Hello, I'm glad you're joining me today. Well, today's video, I just wanted to show you a few clips of things that we've been doing over the past few days. We went to my brother-in-law and my sister's house Sunday, and he has some great things to share with you that he made from his nasturtiums from his garden this year. And so I've got that little clip, and then I've got a clip of just driving up there and the way it looks, you know, now that most of the leaves have fell off the trees. And also showing you some of the land that Donald hunts, how pretty it is out that way from when he hunts his aunt's land in North Carolina. So I'm just sharing a few things with you to that I thought you might be interested in over the last few days. Glad that you're here. I hope you're having a wonderful holiday week. It's Thanksgiving Thursday, just in a few days, and I hope to share some things with you about Thanksgiving. Thank you for joining me today. Well, we're heading back to the mountain today, and you can see that most of the leaves have fallen off. And if you look over to the left, you see that beautiful mountain. You can see it peeking out. It's Pilot Mountain, and its leaves have changed there, and it's looking gray and wintry. Maybe I can get some more of Pilot Mountain when we come down the other way. I'm trying to share it with you there through the trees. There you go. See it there on the left, and see how wintry that mountain looks. Most of the leaves are gone. We call them skeleton trees or naked trees. So it's not looking like fall at all. It's looking like it is heading toward winter, and it's a wintry look. The sky is absolutely gorgeous, a beautiful blue. It was foggy this morning, so we had to wait a little while before we could come up. The fog was so heavy. Well, I welcome you to the video today, and today I'm at my family's house. You hear me talk about going to my family's back into the mountains, and so today we're on the mountain with our family, and we're sharing a few things. This is my brother-in-law, Wayne. This is Wayne. He's going to show you a couple of things that he's been up to that I really like today. He's been sharing them with me. That's what we do. We get together and share. And over here is my sister, Debbie. You've met her before when we took our sister's trip. Well, what have you got going on here, Wayne?
Well, I really just pretty much showing you what I've done with the nasturtium this year. So I've done these pickled nasturtium seeds, and we was really tickled on how well they came out.
So you just took your nasturtiums and you harvested your seeds. Before they dried out, you had fresh seeds and you brought them in. And what liquid are they in?
I just put it in half and half of vinegar and half water.
Half vinegar and half water, half of this container?
Mm-hmm. And the seeds have enough spice in them that you don't have to add nothing to it.
Oh, that's awesome. I did just taste them. They tasted peppery, and they tasted a lot like a caper.
Yep, they call this the poor man's caper.
Okay.
That's what it's actually called.
That's good to know.
And then I got the nasturtium leaves and flowers. I dried them in the dehydrator, and after I dried them, I put them in a grinder, a coffee grinder.
Let's put them in the hand and
Grinded it up like a powder.
Yeah.
And it's spicy salt with a really good flavor.
So that's nasturtium salt.
Yeah.
With the leaves, could you use the flowers, or would you just use the leaves?
I used the flower and the leaves.
Okay.
And the stems.
Awesome.
So I just put it all in the dehydrator and ground it up.
So we're not wasting any of that.
And this is a whole lot better tasting than you would think it would be.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. And if you ran out of black pepper, that would be an excellent substitute.
I think this would be good on deviled eggs.
Yes.
Yep.
I agree with you.
So.
And you saved your nasturtium seeds for next year?
Yep.
Actually, Wayne has hired me to work with him on his front gardens, and we were making plans for that today. And then he came up with we're trying to decide what plants will be in the garden next year. And he had all these nasturtium seeds.
I gotta have nasturtium. It's turned into be my favorite plant.
It's awesome.
And the flowers are beautiful.
Aren't they?
And they're beautiful in a salad. I mean, you can't go wrong with nasturtium.
That's right. You can eat them and make some things out of them. They are a natural antibiotic, so you can make a tincture. I myself dry some leaves and make a tea. You can also eat the leaves. I go out there sometimes and just eat 2 or 3 leaves out of my garden. And if you do that early enough, you can stave off some of the flus and colds and different things that are common things like that. Well, Wayne, I sure do appreciate you sharing these things with us. This is the kind of stuff that we're interested in. It's the kind of proven thing that we like to learn, and we just appreciate your time and sharing it with us today.
My pleasure.
Well, good morning. It's Tuesday morning, and Donald has this week off, so we are here at our other side of the family's property, and this is where he hunts. He's out here feeding he's got bags of corn, and he puts out on his hunting site. Now, I know that is illegal in some states, but it is not illegal here in North Carolina. It's not illegal for Donald to do that. They have a food plot and stuff out here that they draw the deer into, and there are cornfields all around this place, so it's sorry, the phone is ringing in the truck. He's got his phone hooked up to his truck, so it's ringing in here. Well, he's got the little trailer hooked up, and he's got his 4-wheel drive hooked up back here, and he's going to carry the corn on into the woods. But the woods are beautiful. They are really pretty. The leaves are brown and dry and falling off, and there are just like, you know, what we call the naked trees. I've shared that with you before, and it looks like it's starting to rain. On the windshield there, you can see it is drizzling rain. So we probably won't be out here for very long. I rode with him because sometimes if we don't do things together, we don't see each other for large spans of time. And it's hunting season, so I rode with him just to talk to him on the way out here. It's a pretty good ways from our house, and this way I get to talk to him. There he goes. Got the corn on the top. He's had trouble with his 4-wheeler not wanting to crank and stuff since he don't get to ride it as much as he should. It sits a lot. He just uses it during a hunting season, so he's had a little bit of issue with the thing cranking and stuff, so he's messing with that this morning. But he's got the new parts to fix it. He just needs the time to do it. So he's going to put the corn out this morning, and then we're going to piddle around. I want to share with y'all plenty of things that's going on. This is the week of Thanksgiving, and it's Tuesday. So in 2 days, it'll be Thanksgiving. It'll be time for us to get together and eat with family. Always excited to do that. I've got one son who makes Thanksgiving, and it is delicious. Their food, they go all out, and it's really good. And get to spend some time with family, and that's always a good thing for us. I'm enjoying this out here. It's pretty out this way, and it's a good way away from where our house is. This is Donald's aunt here. This is their property, and they've got quite a bit of it, and a large area to hunt back in there. Lots of good deer. He's hunted here for years. He really enjoys that. I want to see him do something that he enjoys, because Donald's a hard worker. He does very little for himself, but he does love the sport of hunting. He does everything legally. He's got his license. He's got his license in 2 states, in North Carolina and Virginia. and we hunt families' land. They have plenty of land, and of course there's a lot of deer this year. There's so many deer that that they're just on the road. When they get overpopulated and they just travel across the highways and stuff, on a year where you see too many, when there's too many deer, they'll be all over the sides of the road, and that's a very sad thing. We saw several on the way here, and you know, people end up hitting them with their cars and stuff, and then their meat and stuff's wasted. It's just on the side of the road. And if you hunt legally, then it helps keep those populations down, and it helps to prevent a lot of diseases that you have when you have an overpopulation of wild animals like that. And it helps the families that get the deer. It certainly helps us. You know, hunting licenses are not cheap, and the expense it takes to process a deer, whether you do that yourself and it's your time and energy and knowledge, or whether you pay somebody else to process your deer, it's not cheap. It ends up being quite a bit, but it's a sport that he has done all his life, certainly growing up. And I've shared with you before, there's been a period of his time when they only ate what they hunted and what they fished and grew in their gardens. So they were farmers, and there was I want to say a decade or more in Donald's life where they ate only what they raised and what they hunted for. Isn't that amazing? Not that long ago when you stop and think about it. And today he's loved to hunt the whole time that we've been married. He's got a few really funny hunting stories that he wants to tell y'all, and that are hilarious. In the beginning, when we first got married, some things that happened, we laugh every time we remember them, and I hope it gives you a laugh when we share them. I don't think we'll be able to do that this week of the holidays, but hopefully I'll get him set down when he gets a minute, and I can share with y'all some of the things that went on early in his hunting days when we first got married, when he was hunting with my dad and my brother. There was some funny instances. I'm always glad to see him get the deer. We process it and clean it and package it, and we have it. We eat it just like you would beef. I have ate deer so long that actually I prefer venison over beef. That's how long. Now he's back. He's got it out. That didn't take him long. He said it wouldn't take long. Now they have cameras down there. They've got the cameras over their plots. I think his phone is ringing again in here. Yeah, his phone's ringing again. There's not much I can do about all that. He gets calls continually. And I'm sitting in the truck while he's loading his stuff back up now. It didn't take him very long. I guess we'll get out of here. We've got a few errands to run today. I got out yesterday and tried to get a few things. I'm telling you, the traffic was so bad in our area that I would sit behind lights. They would change 3 or 4 times before we all got through there. It was just terrible, the traffic. And I think I may have waited too long. I may have waited too late to get some of my stuff done, because I don't know that I want to fight that kind of traffic every day to get to that Christmas. You know, I went to Hobby Lobby and there was absolutely no parking spaces whatsoever at Hobby Lobby. I just drove through the parking lot. No empty places all the way around the place. Even the stores that were close to Hobby Lobby were packed. And so I just drove right on out of there and said, too bad, so sad. Not looking in the Hob today. So I didn't even attempt to go in there. That 50% off sale did not include me, because I could not even get in the store. And I was thinking, if the parking lot is this packed, how packed must the store be? So I just left and went on and didn't think twice about it. Now my dad, he hunted, but not for everything that we ate. He hunted just for the sport of it, and he did most of his hunting right now at this time of the year around Thanksgiving when he had time off from work. He worked a lot, and he worked out of town.
Hey.
But he would, it wasn't everything that we ate. You know, we didn't eat solely from the land. Now, my mom, when she grew up, there was times they ate solely from the land for long periods of time. And maybe probably most of her life growing up, but not, you know, we really didn't really have to do that, even though we were taught a lot of the vegetation and a lot of other things. You know, we ate a lot of other things too, like rabbit and squirrel and deer. But my dad mainly, he did it for the sport of the matter. He liked to hunt, and then we did eat the meat. Well, we got that out. I see Romy's got a ladder on the house. I hope
Yeah, well,
everything's all right.
yeah, somebody cleaned the gutters out when they cut the trees.
Oh yeah.
The guy got up there and cleaned his gutters out for him and everything.
Nice, that's nice.
Because those trees were leaning over on the house and some of the limbs were falling on it. So.
Oh yeah, well I can see
Well,
that.
I think his son come down and help cut up the logs because we offered to help cut it up, me and Dale.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd have come down here and cut it up.
Yeah, certainly. I see he has some
But
wood. Do they burn the wood?
he burns some, but he's got some elderly people in the neighborhood
Yeah.
that if he ever a tree falls or cuts up here on the land, he'll cut it up and give it to them for the winter.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I was just showing everybody, this is the other area you have. I showed them a little bit about, you know, when we went up there.
Yeah.
Was it yesterday or Sunday? Sunday. You know, we showed driving up there, and then I just showed over here where you hunt, some of the land you hunt at.
Yeah.
About when you grew up, that decade where y'all ate nothing but what came from your land or what you raised and what you hunted and fished for.
Oh, yeah.
It was a time when there was you absolutely had no processed food from anywhere, right?
No. We was growing, there wasn't no...
You had several phone calls.
There wasn't no Taco Bell. There wasn't none of those places like that.
Yeah, there was no fast food.
I think the only thing that we ever heard about was a Church's Chicken, which was in town.
Yeah.
And if we ever got mom and stepdad, if they ever got enough money, they might go once a month to go buy some Church's Chicken.
Yeah, and that was a real treat, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was like a picnic there. You know?
Yeah.
That was a good thing.
Well, I think the closest thing to processed chicken that we ever ate growing up was KFC.
Yeah.
And Dad loved KFC like I did. I loved it like he did. I mean, if we went to the beach and came back, they would stop and get chicken halfway, you know, because it was a 4.5 hour drive. They'd stop and get a meal, but we didn't eat out either. No, we didn't eat out. In fact,
It's like,
I want to say we might have ate out when I was younger, maybe once or twice a year, Donald. That's how rare it was that we ever ate out.
if you ever think back, it's kind of, that's like that Taco Bell. When it first came around the area, I think it was 40 miles.
To the closest near.
First one we ever heard about, because we were trying to ask them what was a Taco Bell.
Right.
And everybody didn't know, and somebody made a trip one weekend down there just to get something to look at, just to see what it's like.
Just to say you ate at the Taco Bell?
Yeah.
That's funny.
We ate it, yeah. Until they built something closer to town.
Now, since our children have grown up and gone, and since we have 6 grandchildren, Donald and I take Sunday as our date day, and it was temporarily paused for hunting season, yeah. So, but we got a date day squeezed in this past Sunday, didn't we?
Yes, we did. I had to go. Yeah, we got a date day squeezed in on the same day. I had to go
pick up a deer that the brother-in-law got and didn't need, and we went out and got the deer meat.
I went up there and processed it.
Yeah,
put it that way.
processed it. Oh, going over a little bridge.
It's a one vehicle bridge.
Yeah, I see that. It's a bumpy little bridge.
It is.
Look at that old mill there. Isn't that pretty?
Yeah, I think it belongs to the
Pretty area. You want to hold the camera out the window?
Yeah, the mountains are back there.
Yeah.
Kind of
Hazy today.
well, low clouds have got them, you know.
Yeah, but this is a pretty holler right here, ain't it?
Yeah. This is real nice.
I like the color of the vegetation in the fall.
Yeah.
Looks like it may come a little shower today. I think they are calling for rain.
Later.
And back here you can see where some old homesteads are tore down. You'll see the little buildings that are left, some areas of fruit trees, maybe an old well, and then the home place has been torn down and new things have been built. That's pretty out there, ain't it?
Yeah. Big old field out there.
Yeah. There is still a lot of inherited land out here, family owned land, and then there's a few farms out this way.
A few.
But it's a pretty drive. We're back in the city portion. And the clouds are heavier, so we will probably definitely get rain.
Well, a lot heavier towards the mountains up there.
Right. And we are just 10 minutes from full mountains. So we made it back home, and the rain did indeed show up today. So it is raining, not heavy, just a light rain, but the temperature's dropped, it has gotten colder, and everything is getting a good light rain. Well, I hope you enjoyed the clips today. Hope you enjoyed seeing the drive up to my sister and her husband's house. I hope you enjoyed the drive and what we showed you there when McDonald went to put the corn out for his deer. Hope that was something interesting for you today. I'm so glad that you joined me. I'll look forward to sharing some things hopefully with you concerning Thanksgiving this rest of this week, if it's not so busy that I can't pick up the phone or the camera to show for you. I did pick up some rocks at my sister's house. Let me run out here and show you them real quick. Whenever we visit, we pick up rocks. That's a real good stepping stone one. Thank you, Wayne, for helping me pick these up. I think they're beautiful. I'm gonna add them to my rock wall around my flower beds. Despite it all, look at that little purple periwinkle blooming back there. How cute is that? Thank you for showing up today. I'm so glad that you made it and I got to share these things with you. If you got anything to say about it, leave a comment below. Share this video if you think there's somebody who'd be interested in the content also. And of course, subscribe. All these things help my videos, you know that. All of it helps my channel. And I'm so thankful. Couldn't do it without you. Like always, until next time.